Marvel Studios is increasingly conquering the expanse of television. Thanks to the streaming service Disney+, the studio bosses can comprehensively develop their film universe, showing viewers new heroes and uncharted worlds, or vice versa, to complement and develop the stories of already long-loved and well-known characters. And we're talking not only about the TV series and various specials, which are a lot lately, but also about cartoons and animated series, for example, What If? But now Marvel has another worthy representative, the miniseries I Am Groot. And of course, we've already watched it and are ready to share our opinion with you. Hello, this is the Non-Spoiler channel, and today we will tell you what interesting things were shown in the cartoon I Am Groot and whether or not it will be considered canon. I Am Groot is a collection of short films that tell us about the adventures of little Groot. From his first appearance in the second Guardians of the Galaxy, millions of fans around the world has fallen in love with this childishly naive character. And the output of his solo project was only a matter of time, and now, 5 years later, Marvel Studios has given us a mini-series about little Groot. It consists of only 5 episodes, lasting from 3 to 4 minutes each, so you have to spend at the most 20 minutes of your life watching it. Not much more than watching this video. The writer and director of the animated series was famous animator Kristen Lepore. Fans of Adventure Time may know her from the episode Bad Jubbies. Chronologically, the animated series about the most eloquent character covers the period after the first Guardians of the Galaxy and before Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Thanks to which we finally find out where Groot's legs are growing from. And yes, that's a bit of a spoiler. The makers of the cartoon gave us a specific answer to the question of how he went from a little sprout in a room pot to a cute kid. Despite the obvious connection to the film universe, the head of Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige, said that the animated series will not be considered canon. More precisely, it will all depend on how the audience will like the series. If the cartoon will have good views and ratings, then it has a good chance to become a full-fledged part of an already, without exaggeration, huge Marvel movie universe. We believe that it is not crucial because the important and the key events in the animated series are not touched in the slightest. And it may well be considered canon, because it reveals the character to us even more. In I Am Groot, Vin Diesel and Bradley Cooper return to their roles. As in the movie universe, the actors gave their voices to the wacky duo of characters, Groot and Rocket respectively. Yes, we will also see the Rocket Raccoon on screen. Only at the end, but it's worth it. You definitely haven't seen him like this yet. As for James Gunn, the director of films about the team of Defenders of the Galaxy, got a small cameo in the animated series. He voiced a smartwatch, which in one of the episodes Groot used as a flashlight. And this is not the last of the pleasant references and Easter eggs in the cartoon, of which, by the way, there are a lot. Take for example the logo of the series, which is one and the same as the logo of the limited edition comic book series of 2017, with the same name I Am Groot. It tells the story of the kids' adventures separate from the Guardians of the Galaxy. Basically, the cartoon doesn't stay far from that idea. Also, in one of the scenes on the ship, in the background we see Peter Quill also mix Volume 2 from the movie. More than once in the series, we're shown the X-Factor, the ship of the Devastators. Besides Rocket, the animated series is not without another member of the Guardians team, Drax the Destroyer. We remember that he learned to stand so indestructible that he became invisible to the human eye. So it could be that he appears more than once in the cartoon, we just don't notice him. Like his big brother in the movie universe, the animated series masterfully weaves pop culture references into the plot as well. So in one episode, little Groot meets the space version of the Terminator T-1000. At another point, he behaves exactly like Alan Ripley from Alien. And the musical accompaniment is sometimes very reminiscent of Stanley Kubrick's Space Odyssey soundtrack. The fact that the series manages to surprise despite such a short running time is very pleasing. The plot does not get boring, and each individual story has a different mood and style. One of the same episode from a kind of horror in a moment can easily become a musical, and vice versa. But in the first place, no matter how you look at it, there is Groot himself. His childlike curiosity leads to hilarious micro-adventures. He's cocky, but he still lacks the majesty to intimidate his opponent. He's silly and naive, but he's willing to start a fight if he feels offended. In the cartoon we see Groot in various guises and activities. He gets covered in mud, surfs the soap, and fights bonsai, but ultimately he learns and grows. I Am Groot may seem insignificant and unnoticeable given how few episodes there are, and how quickly these stories end, but in these mini-stories lurks all the beauty of the animated series. The twisted beauty that comes from Groot's oddities, his naive simplicity, and his periodic lack of consciousness. The main character plays a huge role throughout the 5 episodes, and evokes a huge range of emotions, with a little awkwardness to wanting to help him with all your heart. Little Groot shows himself to be a feisty yet kind character. All in all, I Am Groot is a must-see if you really want to take a break from everything around you and just laugh out loud. The episodes are so short that you might not even notice how you watched them. And it may be the cutest Marvel show to date that will make you smile from start to finish. Hopefully, the animated series won't be limited to 1 season. After all, in the movie universe he's already matured and is gradually becoming a sterner version of himself. And in general, it feels that the Marvels slowly but surely move towards drama. And we all sometimes want lightness and simplicity, which is saturated with a collection of short films ordinary at first place, I Am Groot. That's all for today. Subscribe to our non-spoiler channel. And if you love Little Groot as much as we do, please like this video. And in the comments section, tell us what you think about the TV series I Am Groot, if you have already seen it. Goodbye to you all!